to the Grace Gone Viral YouTube channel. My name is Zinhle Masimula and I'm happy to be back. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to listen to what I have to say. So today I'm going to be talking about the metabolism. And can I just say that I found this particular topic very interesting and fascinating. Being an inquisitive person, I just kept asking more and more questions. And as I was doing that, I got into depth regarding this particular topic. But anyway, before I get into that, we first need to define what metabolism is. So it is the chemical process that occurs within a living organism in order to maintain life. The second definition is the process which your body converts what you eat and drink into energy. So when I read these two definitions, okay, I didn't really need to break it down. It made a whole lot of sense to me. So first of all, I need this process just to maintain my life. Secondly, I need this process so that it can convert what I've eaten or drank into energy. And we all know that we need energy to get through the day, and we need energy to get through our entire life. So like I said last week to you, that if your heart stops beating, if your heart fails, it's over for you. The same goes with your metabolism. If it's too slow, of course, you're not going to die immediately, or you're not going to go into heart failure immediately, or your organs are not going to fail you immediately. That's how amazing God is, guys. He's created our body in such a way that it can really fight off many things, but only up to a certain point. So if you're not being responsible, if you're not putting in the time and the energy and the effort to maintain this body that you have been given, your body will eventually fail you. And when your body fails you, like I said, it's going to be over for you. And then we're going to bury you, unfortunately. So think about that the next time you think about your health. The reason why I'm being serious about this is I think it's because a lot of us, we've neglected our health and understanding health in general. And I'm not saying go into depth, but just understand the basic stuff. Like I said, I had assumptions about metabolism, but when I actually got to research and understand and have more knowledge on metabolism, I realized that I almost missed the mark simply because I didn't have the correct information. So it's important, guys, that with everything that you do, have the right and proper information and don't be misinformed, and don't just take everything that I say. Go back for yourself and Google and read whatever books that you have, or buy whatever book that you have to buy just to get more knowledge. So anyway, for me personally, immediately when I read this, I knew that I do not want to have a slow metabolism. But at the same time, I was like, I don't want a fast metabolism either, because I'm not sure yet what the side effects are of having a fast metabolism, which is something that I'm also going to research on. But what I do know about having a slow metabolism, first of all, I know that it's got more disadvantages. Don't know if it has an advantage, but it's got more disadvantages. And the biggest disadvantage, or rather the one thing that stood out for me, is that when you have a slow metabolism, it simply means that you're eating more calories than you are burning. Yes. So when that is the case, the next question I asked myself, I was like, okay, if I'm eating more calories than I'm burning, then what happens to those calories that are not being burned? They are converted to fat. Now, for people who have knowledge of this thing, they'll be like, oh, you didn't know that, seriously? But guys, there are actually people out there who don't know all of this information. I wasn't aware of all this information until I started researching. So all my life, I wasted my time trying to lose weight by doing what? By cutting down the food that I was eating, not realizing that it's not about cutting down the food that I'm eating. It's more about having a balanced meal. So that's the key thing, have a balanced meal. So as I read all this information, and I'm just gonna stop here today because I feel we need to eat small portions of information per day, or rather take in small portions of information, not every day or maybe weekly, whatever the case may be, because we need to digest what we have just discovered about the metabolism. And you also need to go back and find out, do you have a slow metabolism or do you have a fast metabolism? But anyway, in a nutshell, and just to sort of conclude what I have just shared, is that we need to have balance with everything. Just like we need a balanced meal, we also need to have balanced exercises. We need to have a balanced lifestyle in terms of the people that we associate with. Because if you focus too much on something and then you neglect other things, it will affect you in one way or the other. For example, let's say you focus too much on your work and making money, you neglect, your life with people. At the end of the day, you're going to have all this money, but you're not going to have anyone to spend that money with. Or you can be a person who focuses too much on your lifestyle and less on making money and your spiritual life and everything else. And because of that, you find that you won't be able to have enough money to maintain just the normal lifestyle, not even a high class lifestyle, whatever, just the normal lifestyle, simply because you didn't find a balance. So this week, I just want to encourage you to find balance with everything that you do, not just for your body, not just for your health, but even for your spiritual life, even for your social life, even for your life at work. Balance everything out. Sit down, plan. This goes back to everything. When I say prepare, plan, write down, okay, let me make time for, like, use this time for prayer, use this time for exercising, use this time for eating, use this time for socializing with people. This is the time for me to be at work. This is the time for me to focus on the business. Find a way that works for you to have a balanced lifestyle, because if you won't do that, then it's not going to be easy for you to maintain your life. Then at some point, one way or the other, you're going to crash. And to the extreme, you may die, because now you're neglecting your health, all in the name of making more money, all in the name of doing things that you're not supposed to be doing, or rather focusing too much of something and less of another thing. And thank you guys for watching, and I'll be back next week, whereby I'll be going into depth with this whole metabolism thing. Until then, guys, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.